Welcome back to the Titanium Hangar. This is Mike, and with collecting these days being kind of crazy, prices going up, availability kind of short here and there, and then sometimes we get something like this spring clearance sale at BBTS. I want to tell you that I have been holding out on certain items and waiting for sales, so I'm going to talk about this sale. I'm sifting through 20 some odd pages to show you what the good deals are, or if it may look like a good deal but it's cheaper somewhere else. I'll let you know about Star Wars. We're going to discuss some Transformer stuff that is pretty cool, pretty good deal, and I'm going to tell you why I think some of these prices are getting lowered. There's also a lot of Masters of the Universe stuff. A lot of it's Super 7, but there's a lot of Masters of the Universe stuff that we're going to take a look at in this. And then, of course, the occasional oddball items. We're going to talk about this and more coming up. So I'm going to start with something that I think's an oddball item. It's Invincible Steelman Daytarn 3 SMP box of 3 model kits. So I guess you get everything in there to build this. It's by Bandai. Instead of $100, it's $60. So it's about 40% off, something like that. But it's only 7 inches tall. If you are into this, then you know what it is. I really don't, but I thought it was cool. Let's show it. Let's get into stuff I know about. These are called Best Toys Transforming Figure Custom Black and Green Heads. This is for Ratchet and Ironhide. Now, I have the red and the white version. These are obviously on clearance because of the fact that they are not matching the more common colors of the red and the white. So with that, if you want to get these, maybe recolor them or just deal with the heads being a slightly different color, these go on your G1 figures. I have them. They're really cool. $8. I mean, it's interesting. I like how they actually give a real head to Ironhide Ratchet. This is the Mech Fans Toys. I believe it's a KO oversize of Magic Square Fire Rescue. It's on clearance sale for $21 at BBTS right now. Plus, of course, you have to pay the flat rate shipping on your order, but order a lot and just get your flat rate shipping. Now, I think this price is still even a little bit lower than what Shozi had on this figure, but I bet you Shozi sold out of it. But still, there it is, looking pretty cool if you're into this. So this is New Age's, it's the Age 25K Candyman and Bickle limited edition set. This is on sale from $83 down to $49. That makes them $25 a piece, which is okay, I guess, but I really feel like they're a bit expensive for as tiny and small as they are. This is the Bumble Jumper, and I forgot what they call the other one, but if you're in on this set, $50, not really that bad for this set of figures. I actually saw this Transformer in there. This is a set of Prexio 6 vinyl figures, 2.5 inch tall, $12. You get all these characters, but I really feel like these are the same ones, or very similar to the ones that we were getting at the Dollar Tree, and 2.5 inch tall. That makes sense. A bit bigger than what we're getting with the Masterpiece ones, and the ones that come with the Masterpiece and minifigures. This is probably a little bigger. They might blend in, though. So this is Toy World's TWH01 Hardbone. And the thing about this one is that this is Hardhead. And they're a little stylized, a little small. I've got the Brainstorm from them. And it does feel a bit small, although it does fill the gap for me. This is on sale from $95 to $57 or $58. I would actually recommend to go with the Make Toys or the Yes Model KO Make Toys because it's bigger and looks more G1-esque, but it's still a really cool option if you maybe want to mix this in with probably your mainline Hasbro stuff. Alright, we've got the Eve Metal. This is Transistor. We already know about this. Blaster from KFC, metallic reissue. I love the metallic. It's the one I have. It's on sale for $90, down from $150. That's not a bad price. I think that's one of the better prices I've seen on it. The reason they're marking it down, of course, is because we already have that one from Deformation Space. Fan Space is coming very, very soon. So with all of that, we know that this is some competition. Just get out ahead of it. Put this one on sale before the frenzy. And if you're in on getting this and you don't like the Super G1 style of Fans Toys or Deformation Space, get in on this. If not, you might be able to actually find a super cheap used secondary market one for like $40 or $50 when the Fans Toys one comes out. Alright, so we're getting into these Microbots, and this is Make Toys, which I didn't know Make Toys made these, but I think these are a little smaller than Legends, but they're kind of cool. It's something I always kind of wanted to pick up and handle, but $20, it might be worth it. That makes them $10 each, so that's not bad. But these are small. These are not These are sub-legends, I think. It's funny that BBTS does not have the height on there, doesn't have the size of these, but they call it hover figure and bomber figure, but we know it's Sea Spray and Power Glide. It's Power Glide. Love them or hate them, you better make way. This kid don't play. These are Super 7 Ultimates, Wave 1, set of 4 figures, from 220 down to 107. Now, here's the thing about this. You're going to get a Starscream, you're going to get an Optimus Prime, you're going to be getting the Insecticon in there, and it's going to be the Bonsai-tron and the Bombshell and all of that kind of stuff. So, if you are interested in this, this is the best price I've seen, and it really does not bode well for Wave 2 to come in at any reasonable price. This is, I think, a lower price. I think they're $21 or $22 at Entertainment Earth. But Optimus Prime sold out right away, and they did them separately. So the fact of doing it as a whole wave, you can still snag that Optimus Prime in there, but you have to buy them all to get them. So anyway, heads up. Now this is sort of a good deal, but I'm going to tell you where there's a better deal, the same thing. But this is Wave 2 of Kingdom Deluxe figures, and you get the Huffer, Air Razor, Ractonite, and RC figure. So these figures were on sale at Walmart for like $10 each, and then I think some of them showed up at the Ross's and place. They did the rounds there, but they've worked their way through that retail system, so there's probably not very many in your local Walmarts and stuff, or any at all. So this is $42. That makes them about $10.50 a piece. So if you're interested in picking up this wave, this is probably the cheapest it's going to be for a while, and I expect something like this to sell out. Pretty good figures overall. Okay, so we have this Star Wars Vintage Collection Cave of Evil exclusive set of 3 figures. Now, these 3 packs are getting harder to get and pick up and fill out. So if you haven't been collecting them all along, then you've kind of missed out. But if you're interested in this 3-pack, it's on sale for $32.99. That makes them $11 a figure. But original price of $55. I felt like these were way overpriced at $55, but then again, the new pricing does sort of suck. But anyway, that's a heads up. I just really felt like the Target ones went on clearance at one point for $12. I was kind of hoping for that. So Vintage Collection wave of 6 figures. I barely saw this wave at retail anywhere. I was able to snag a few of these, but for the most part, I don't have them all. I don't care really, but to get the whole set, $45 down from $90, half price. So if you're in on this, if you missed a few, I mean, it'd probably be worth picking it up for $45. That makes them for $60. That was $7 or $8 a piece. I didn't do the math yet. And there's a figure, Black Series 0. It's Q90 from The Mandalorian. It's the only Black Series I see in here. I only went through about 25 pages, and then I was like, that's more than enough to talk about, and some cool stuff to get. So anyhow, there might be more deeper in the recesses of that, but $12.50, half price, not bad. I already picked up regular price. Wish I would have played the long game on this one, but you know, the rest of the wave I thought kind of got clearanced out pretty easy. Alright, getting into the Masters Universe, there's a lot of really old reaction figures down to $6. I'm saying this is a really good deal. They're really trying to blow out the rest of the stock. But if you're into reactions, then you're into reactions, and there they are. If you don't like reactions, then obviously you're not going to want any of these. But I think that they're a happy medium. For $6, they're really cool. Get one to keep sealed, one to open up. Okay, this is Beastman Leo PowerCon. Now, the Beastman I bought the one that had like a bunch of extra weapons with it. I don't know, weapon pack one with them or something along those lines. So this one here is like a variant. So again, that's probably why $8, why it is still hanging around, having a good old time. But I kind of like getting these for like $6. And really, I feel like reaction figures should hold a $10 price point. 20 is way too much. They should really hold it at 10. And they're not, but that's the way I feel. So it's like, hey, they're $10, they're on sale for $6. That feels good. Original price on this one was $18. It's now down to $5.40. This one is Modulock, and there's 2 different versions. This is just the version I prefer, so that's why I show this version of Modulock. And then the next one we're going to get into is Grizzlor, and this is more of the animation Grizzlor. Looks pretty cool. $5.40 for the Grizzlor figure, and then we get into Shadow Weaver. Shadow Weaver is $5.40. Okay, we're gonna give these Super 7s that look like vintage, but they have some upgraded parts. I think these are the ones that do not have bands in their waist, but they also don't have knee or elbow articulation, so they fit closer to vintage than they do with Origins, but they are very cartoon accurate, filmation accurate. $20 instead of 40 on this guy, and I think he looks really good. I think all of these look really good. I wish I would have picked up some of the other ones like Evil Seed and all this, but these are packaged for the Los Amos exclusive. Los Amos, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Anyhow, this one is Stratos, so if you want an original looking Stratos, if you missed out on the Origins version or whatever, and you want to pick these up, that would be fun too. Or if you want to just leave them in the retro-esque style packaging, or if you really want to go for a more Filmation look, there is Tila with a more Filmation look too, and I think she looks alright. The face is a little off to me, but it just might be the promo picture, but still $20, not bad. And I gotta say that I really do like the look of this Beastman. And so I've got the Super 7. No, I have actually Matty Collector Filmation Beastman. I love that. And this just looks like a smaller version of it. This is more G1 and Filmation accurate than the original vintage one. So $20, looking pretty good if you're in on that. Now, if you're wanting cheap, like real cheap. Okay, here we are with Jitsu. Okay, I'm going to lay the ground on this. You're sick of seeing this. It's been in stores for almost 2 years. 1 year and for about a year and 3 months now. So not quite almost 2 years. Steady, solid representation at almost every Walmart and several Targets for a year and a few months. But it's down to $9.50, and my Walmart still has this full price. I mean, eventually it'll get marked down, but if it's something you want to pick up now, for whatever reason, maybe you're building your display, maybe you just want to pick one up, and you don't want to pay $18 that Walmart's asking. Also, Buzz Off, $9.50. So these are coming down to the $9.50 mark, and so with that, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I've bought these even more expensive. I got it on sale for like $10 or $11. Thought I was doing a pretty good deal, but I'm pretty sure at some point they'll be $5 somewhere. It's just what year will they pull that trigger? This might be the year. Sunman, $9.50. I actually thought it'd be hard to get Sunman, but they made them in such high quantities, and I think part of it was that we had the exclusive online Mattel Creations, whatever. So that kind of threw a wrench in it. Okay, getting into McFarlane Batman The Dark Knight Returns DC Multiverse Armored Batman figure, and this is $10 down from $20 if you're interested in that Batman. Wouldn't be a bad Batman, would it? Alright, time for some oddball stuff here. This is Street Fighter Ryu Evolution 1/3 scale statue set for Street Fighter, okay? 1/3 scale, and it's I believe it's 3 statues. It's 3 statues. $1,893, down from $2,700. Statue game is not cheap. All right, so we got a Dune Baron Harkonnen. He is a deluxe 12-inch figure from McFarlane Toys. We'll have the other part of that Dune movie out eventually. So here's the thing. This guy was originally $40. I got mine on some sort of a Target sale, but it wasn't this cheap. And I did get a second one, because I eventually am going to open them up and display them, but got a second one at dirt cheap for $18. But this isn't that bad of a price. The problem you get into with this figure, because you could probably find it for $20 on eBay, is how much are they going to charge you to ship it, so that you get a flat rate shipping here with your whole loot. So this might be the best value. So I've never really gotten into the mind of a Gremlins collector. Now I have about 6 or 7 Gremlins. I'm not lying. Got them. My son was super into them, so we started picking them up. But I really think this Bendham's figure, this is $12 on sale from $20, and it looks a lot like the NECA ones. I think it's a little smaller than NECA ones, but the cool thing is with Gremlins, they're all crazy and freaky looking. You can mix into your collection all different brands and companies of Gremlins, and it looks right because they're so crazy and freaky looking. So you can mix this in with your NECA for $12 just to add to it. I think it'd be kind of fun. We got a $12, which I still think is kind of expensive, but Alien Warrior from Aliens. If you want to get an Alien mixed into your collection, 3.75 inch scale, then there it is. way smaller than any of the aliens Kenner made, so it doesn't really fit on your Kenner shelf. So you really have to be in on this reaction line, but Super 7 reaction. Also thought this Super 7 Monsters creature from the Black Lagoon, that looked pretty cool for $12, but still I feel like they should be 10. And I've said this over and over, but yeah, they should be 10. So we ran through the cell. There's a lot more stuff on there, but a lot of the stuff on there I don't think is really worth it. But hopefully you find a couple things that you like, or maybe you watch this and say, I found all this cheaper somewhere else and feel good about my purchase. And hey, that's a win also. Let me know in the comments below what you think about all this. Like and subscribe. Try to hear me out.